Okay, this is the aftermath of the Retroday. So normally, and this year was no exception. The Monday after the Retroday, I go again to visit all the thrift stores, and those I missed out on to
Because
see.
you have too much time on your hands.
Yeah.
Why didn't you ask me?
I don't know. It's after work. I just take my bike and quickly visit 3 or 4 thrift stores.
Did you also go to the main Antwerp one?
Yeah, and there was nothing there.
Nothing?
Like, some He-Mans I picked up, but not much.
Okay.
So,
show us.
Show us.
Roll it, Smokey.
So in Deurne, I found this Thundercat figure. Forgot his name. And I posted a picture on your Twitter about the G.I. Joe. What's it called again?
The Defiant.
The Defiant.
The coolest G.I. Joe set ever. The space station.
But this was in a pretty sad condition. But it actually sold because it wasn't there anymore.
12 euros for just the shell. Actually, the shell of the
yellowed shell.
The yellowed shell of the space shell, but really just the most basic version of. You should post a photo.
Yeah, I will include a.
It's horrible.
Yeah. So in the center thrift store in Antwerp, I found a couple of He-Mans. These were 3 euros a piece, so that's
a better price.
A better price, and this one also includes his harness and accessories. Not his whip. Beastman normally also has a whip.
A whip.
But this one I never seen before in real life actually, so I was pretty glad to pick it up.
Maybe you would have even paid 6 for that one.
This one I already have, but without the accessories.
She's doing a weird sort of salute.
Kyle, but the other one, I was checking her out, and she also does the same salute. So, don't know what's up with that. Mattel, what's up with that? Or she's like high-fiving He-Man.
Maybe.
So, way to go, Skeletor. And then this one is, Mossman is his name. And yeah, it's really it's pretty cool, like the grass on the figure, but it didn't age very well. And I've seen this figure a lot before, and it's always the same thing. It becomes sticky and disgusting. And in the bag, this one looked in pretty good condition, but yeah, taken out. It's the same as every other Mossman.
It's a good idea, but I don't think they anticipated this figure being around for more than 25 or 30 years. Yeah.
If you see, this one is a good guy, this one is a bad guy, but they actually have exactly the same face.
Yeah, they do. They resemble each other.
They're brothers from another mother.
Are they in love?
And then I don't remember if we saw this one in Borgerhout. It was 5, so that's really a lot, but it's actually also a He-Man figure.
So you bought it for 5?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I was
weak.
I was weak. I caved in. But these are rock people, so they can turn into rocks, and that's actually He-Man's answer to Transformers.
It's really a very effective rock. I mean, it's a well-made rock.
There are like 3 different figures.
3 different
figures. Yeah. Collect them all, Julian.
It's very good. It's like real rock.
Yeah. It's blue, okay, but other than that, it looks like real rock.
Would Dwayne Johnson like this one?
He would follow.
Whoa! What did you find?
This is Batman playset from Kenner for
the animated series. Or?
Originally, but this is a re-release from I think Batman Forever because the colors are a bit different.
Cool.
Only the rooftop is missing. Can you help me turn it around, Julian?
No, I can't.
Thank you. So you see your factory.
Yeah, it's Batman Forever. You can see Tommy Lee Jones even.
This one is I think the Bat Cave is supposed to be. And wait. This one is also very cool. Yeah, open that one. You can actually turn it around, and then Batman transforms into Bruce Wayne. Yeah, of course it's stuck right now. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, you have to do it over here because otherwise.
Wow.
It's pretty cool. It was only €4, so.
I'm pretty sure this was like a very expensive item back in the day.
Yeah. Normally you have a roof part that goes on top of this, so it sticks together. But I'm gonna just put it on my shelf and display some figures on it.
Maybe some Batman figures.
I actually only have one like loose Batman toy, so not really the greatest Batman fan. I love the animated series is also a cartoon that really aged pretty well.
Now you're referring to a conversation we haven't recorded, so this is confusing for the audience.
Oh my god.
We were just discussing which animated series aged well and which one didn't.
Of course. Sorry.
So, so did it age well?
I think so. Batman the animated series.
I haven't seen it. I've never. Oh, I have seen one episode with Mark Hamill as a Joker.
Yeah, I bought
I got it on VHS.
Yeah, really?
Including some flippos. That was the thing, man. So that's three
Include
flippos.
some flippos.
In the VHS.
So,
sorry, continue.
No.
What did you want?
I just want to say that I think it aged pretty well, and
Yeah, I
I
thought
bought
you
a
wanted to say something.
I
You
bought a
bought it?
DVD once, and I looked at the cartoon.
There's apparently also a very good full-length movie, Batman and the Mask of Phantasm. The Mask of Phantasm.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
I remember these cartoons also being, for the time, being pretty dark actually.
And there's also apparently a very good SNES game.
And that's a possibility. I don't know.
You should know. You know everything about old games.
I have a lot of Batman games on the SNES. Well, not a. You have Batman Returns. That's pretty cool. Beat 'em up.
The Sega CD version is also rumored to be very good.
Yeah, it includes super
full
awesome
motion video, driving scenes.
Yeah, not full motion video, like 2D 3D 2D graphics, like Afterburner. Okay, so this is it for the
pickups.
Oh, yeah, you know you were gonna show some 2017.
Yeah, but you're finished.
I'm finished.
Okay.
Romances.
Yeah. So last time we were out of time, also out of SD card space. So as I mentioned the last time I was here, I still had some 2017 stuff I wanted to show you guys. So first up is this lovely figure.
Oh yeah.
This is Doug Brown. This is a Funko and Playmobil mashup, but they're both. It's an official mashup. It's there's also Marty McFly, which I don't have. The weird thing is, the story is that I
didn't we record this one? I don't.
But maybe it crashed. I never showed it on your show. Did I?
Well, do it again. I don't know. I don't care.
If I did,
I'll cut it
out.
I won't.
yeah, do it. No. But so the weird thing was, I pre-ordered this on Zavi in January 2017, and then I think the release date was April or March or April. And it never arrived. March, April, May, June. Every time there was like a sorry for the delay email. And I think in November or in December I was just fed up and I said, "What the hell, guys? Where's my?" And then I said, "Oh, sorry, it's not available anymore." Okay, so the Marty was just discontinued at all. The Dog they were going to send me a replacement, which didn't arrive either, so they gave me a refund, and then 3 weeks later the figure did arrive. But so weird. It's a little sad.
How much are these?
You can't buy them anymore.
No, but when
they were I think it was an okay price, 15 or 16.
Yeah,
I think.
okay.
Of course, now I want a Marty as well, but I'm afraid that I will never find it. Maybe
or not for a decent.
Yeah, maybe on Facts or some.
Maybe on eBay. How much are they?
I've never.
You didn't check it.
So yeah, great. Another Back to the Future item from my good friend, the American Luke Hickman, a fellow movie reviewer critic. I write for his website, therealplace.com. Yeah, it's an item I asked him to buy in October of 2015, but then it took quite some time to get it to me. Yeah, because it's just something you don't think about and then gets on the back burner and then he forgets about it and I forget. Well, anyway, it finally arrived in 2017. It took a while. It took 2 years. This is the USA Today.
Yeah.
That was released or that came out on the 21st of October 2015. So the day that Back to the Future 2 became the present.
Pretty sure you told this already. No?
I did?
So yeah.
Didn't I just tell you afterwards?
Maybe, I don't know.
When we weren't recording?
Maybe. Just continue, we'll see.
Please cut it out. Anyway, this is the newspaper, and it's full of funny stories. Also, the major headlines you see. In the movie, you just see this one. You just see this. So they made up some for this part, and they changed a few details. For example, there was one very awkward mention of Queen Diana visiting America.
Yeah, okay.
And of course, there will never be a Queen Diana.
Maybe in the future, one day.
How is that possible? Oh, you mean in
Another,
the very but not in 2015.
No.
So cool item.
In an alternate universe, Mossman approves.
Luke also helped me out because there was an eBay seller who asked a very high shipping price, and I said just ship it to Utah, to America.
Utah.
And then Luke forwarded it to me for no extra cost.
Woohoo!
This is the no, I did pay the normal cost, but not a jacked up price.
An insane.
Yeah, this is Spider-Man for the N64 in a very good condition.
Mossman approves.
It's very good condition.
Yeah,
it's one of the rarer games because it was only released in America, not in Japan, not in Europe.
But is it rare in America or is it?
I don't know.
How much did you pay for it?
Well, this was a good price because normally on eBay there's even a few. Most of them are just cart only.
Yeah.
And they go like 25, 30, 35. This one was just cool red cartridge. Also the booklet is included. This one I was lucky. I was just the only bidder. So I think the starting bid was something like, I think he wanted 21. And so I had it at 21. So that's a good price.
Yeah, of course. But it's also when the shipping is like really high to the rest of the world. A lot of international buyers will back off.
Yeah. This was a game I wanted, not for the longest time. Well, maybe
for a short while.
I wanted it in 2001 when it came out.
Okay.
No, in 2000, I think. I read the review in my.
So you wanted it for 18 years.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
Not the longest, maybe, but.
I read it in my favorite, the British N64 magazine. They reviewed it. They even said it's worth importing. I think they gave it a respectable 78%.
78?
Yeah.
Because I played that game on the...
I played the PC version, you played the
PS1
version.
It's
a
I
good
thought,
game.
I thought it was really
this one has no cutscenes. Instead, it
comics.
It has comic panels, but even back then, the N64 magazine said it works better this way because it is a comic book.
Yeah, okay, but it's the official N64 magazine. Of course, they're gonna say.
It's not the official one.
Okay.
They were independent.
Okay.
Because you had the official Nintendo magazine, you had the N64 magazine from Britain, which was an independent publication. They could be very, very harsh when the game
was bad.
Yeah, very harsh and very hilarious too. Yeah. I remember there was this Scooby-Doo game. There was a Scooby-Doo game for the N64 which was allegedly very bad.
Allegedly.
And they always gave points for graphics, mastery of the console, sounds, and I think longevity. That was the four. And I remember for graphics they gave like a 3 or a 4, and then they wrote, "We've lost our glasses." Oh no, it really does look this bad. So yeah, they were very funny in their assessments. But this is a good game, and I was very happy to
Have
find
you played it already?
Not on the N64. But I have the passport, so I should be able to give it a go.
You should be able to play it.
And then they were. Oh, this one's for you. Remember, this was part of the deal you got with my colleague.
Yeah.
Because you gave him what did you give him? I forgot.
I forgot.
Some two.
Some loose in one box, I think.
No, just.
I don't remember.
He gave you the box of Mickey, and you gave him a game.
Basement smell. For real.
And then there were 3 more items that I did order in 2017, but they arrived in 2018. So they were paid for and ordered in 2017.
Show them what you got.
So Jurassic Park is having its 25th anniversary. Just last Monday I watched it again in the Kinepolis.
You went?
In Antwerp. Yeah, great. So I was glad to see that there's an official re-release of the junior novelization with the lovely 25th anniversary subtitle. I got this one in Dutch in 1993. the
junior one.
The junior novelization, and this is the re-release for the 25th anniversary. I think it's quite awesome that they even re-released just the novelization for the kids.
Yeah.
Includes some photos.
Which is a must-have in a novelization of a movie.
Yeah.
I remember the Star Wars one. I was always just looking at the 4 pictures inside of the book.
And the cool thing is that there's always these weird choices. For example, this is not a scene from the movie. This is clearly just the behind the scenes because Gennaro is never laughing in the movie.
No.
So this is just the behind the scenes photos. It always strikes me as weird that this is an official publication, but they can't get it just right. I remember there was also the official sticker book, which included an outtake where you could just see Sam Neill resting on the 10,000 volts fence,
yeah.
And just a crew member, his head in the left corner. And this is in the official sticker book, you know, like not the Panini, because back then it was not Panini, it was Merlin or Merlin.
Yeah.
But how can you make a mistake like that? I mean, you don't include a behind the scenes sticker in a sticker book.
It's just that I think they don't care.
Yeah, this one as well. This is not in the movie. It's just weird. Really weird.
And maybe these aren't outtakes, but they actually had official like photographers maybe.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. From on set photographs. This one is never in the movie. This one is never in the movie. Lots of photos.
Well, maybe you should show them to the audience. I'll pick your name.
So yeah, nice. And then I also bought a very cute junior novelization. It's very, very cutesy.
It's even Whoa.
So this is just a junior version of the story. No, actually more like because that's a junior version. This is like a toddler version or a preschooler version. This is good for when you have a son and you can read him in bed. It's just very cutesy and it was very cheap. And it's also for the 25th anniversary. So I really like the fact that because it is an anniversary, but they're not doing anything special. I mean, there's a new movie coming out, but still they take the effort and they take the time to release some stuff. There's also like a commemorative coin that I wanted, but then I thought, well, what am I going to do with a coin?
Yeah.
But
I never understood this coin thing. They make a coin for something, but you can't spend it. It's just there. And
it's a coin.
Yeah, it's a coin. And
then I also bought last year. I helped an American buddy of mine. He wanted to order the Wonder Woman steelbook from Fnac.com, the French Fnac site. But the shipping was horribly expensive to America. I think they want something like
100 billion francs.
Yeah, $25 or $30.
30 cheesecakes.
To Belgium, it was just €4.
Yeah, of course.
So and then when I sent it to him, I think he just paid 15 or 16 shipping. So a good bargain. But then they screwed up. The first steelbook they delivered was very faulty, or smashed in.
Oh, that's a shame.
So back and forth, and I had to send it again. And then I said, yeah, but I told them if I have to return it, I have to pay postage. What will you do? And then they said, well, we can't pay you, but we can give you a gift card for €10. And the postage was 7, so in the end I got €3 profit. Yeah. But of course it was still like a sort of a scam, because then I had to buy something on their site to make
and they smash it again.
No. So they delivered the correct steelbook for Wonder Woman, and then I used my 10 euro coupon to pre-order Blade Runner 2049.
Nice.
The very excellent sequel.
Can I loan it?
You haven't seen it?
No.
So you're part of the problem. The movie flopped hard. Why didn't you see it in the cinema?
Well, the problem was...
This is really like a cinema movie. This is
gorgeous. But I think 3 or 4 times, but my wife's pregnant, so 3 or 4 times
she was pregnant back then.
Of course,
1 month maybe.
No, yeah, but she was really tired back then. So, and in the end, they only played it at 10...
Why didn't you go on your own?
Well, yeah, I don't...
Or with a friend.
We were planning to go to see it together.
The movie flopped hard, so it's partly your fault.
Well, I don't think but I went to babysit on my godson, and my sister and her husband, they went to see the movie because I babysitted.
Okay,
so
that's good. At least you contributed.
I contributed.
No, it's a super excellent movie. Maybe my favorite movie of last year. It's supremely excellent.
Can I loan it?
Right now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
We can see it next week or this week.
Okay. Yeah, you can loan it. That's okay.
Sweet.
So
that's it.
That's all for 2017, I think.
2017 and the aftermath of the Retroday.
Yes.